Here we are in our next lesson. And in this one, we're going to actually use the same progression that we did in the last one, except we're going to change the strum pattern. And the reason why I want to use the same progression is because I want us to get this new strum pattern down, because in the next lesson, we're going to take this particular progression in the key of A minor, and we're going to transpose it to a different key, D minor. And so this one, we're really going to focus in on the new strum pattern, and then we're going to build upon that in the following lesson. So let me play it for you, the progression and the new strum pattern. So check this out. 2, 3, and... All right, so we're in the key of A minor, that kind of dark sound. One of my favorites, actually. And the first chord is going to be A minor. So second finger on 4th string, 2nd fret, open 3rd, open 2nd, and open 1st. Now I want to jump right into the strum pattern now, and then I'll show you the other chords. So last lesson we did down, 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 up, down, up. So quarter note, down, up. What we're going to do now is we're going to flip it. So now we're going to start with 8th notes and end on a quarter note. So now we're going to do this. Or 1 and 2 and 3. And it's down, up, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. I am using my first finger to strum this one. You can use your thumb if you want. We will use some progressions that use our thumb, but for now I'm using my first finger. Okay, so do this with me just on an A minor chord. 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So that's it. That's going to stay for the entire progression. All right, so you do one measure of the A minor, so 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then we go to the C chord, and we do that for a whole measure. And that C chord is open 4th, open 3rd, open 2nd, and then my 3rd finger here on the 1st string, 3rd fret, so C. Then it's going to go and measure 3 to the D7 chord. And my 2nd finger's here on the 4th string, 2nd fret, open 3rd. My ring finger's on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then open 1st, so D7. And that's going to be the same rhythm also. Down, up, down, up, down, down. And now the 4th measure, or the last measure, has 2 chords in it. F on beats 1 and 2. So my 2nd finger's here on the 4th string, 2nd fret, open 3rd, 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and open 1st string. And that's going to go down, up, or 1 and 2 and then on beats 3 and 4, you're going to go to the E7 chord. And the E7 is 1st finger on the 4th string, 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, open 2nd, and then my 3rd finger's on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And that's going to just be 2 chord notes. Down, down. So that last measure, starting on the F, is going to go down, up, down, up, down, down on E7. Let's do that. Let's loop that measure. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Again, 1 and 2 and 3. Again, no stopping now. 1 and 2 and 3. One more time. Okay, so let's try it the whole progression, all 4 measures, starting on the A minor. A minor, C, D7, and then that F to E7 chord. 1, 2, and 3, 4. It's now it's C, D7, now F, E7. One more time. Minor. It's interesting how just changing the strum pattern, even though you're using the same chords, gives a song a completely different feel. I think that's really cool. Let's play it with the backing track. We'll do the slow backing track first, and then I want to talk a little bit about the theory behind these chords and fill you in on a few details that you may be asking about. So here's our slow backing track. 1, 2, 3, and. Now repeat. Down, up, down, up, down. Now C. Lock in with the drums and 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay, so I want to go over this idea of the relative minor versus a relative major again. And it's just a concept that you want to get down and understand. It may take a few times, but I want to go over it again. So this is in a key of A minor. And if I play my A minor scale, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Notice those are all natural notes, meaning there's no sharps or flats in that particular scale. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, and A. So that key of A minor has a relative major. And it's whatever that major key is that has no sharps and flats. And the major key that has no sharps and flats is C major. So if I go up here to the first, so I want to talk about this concept of the relative minor and the relative major. Okay, it's a concept we discussed in the last lesson, but I want to review it again because sometimes it takes a few times before you grab a hold on it. Okay, so this is in a key of A minor, as I mentioned. And if I play the scale for this, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. Notice there's no sharps or flats in that scale, right? They're all natural notes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay? So what major scale has no sharps and no flats? The answer to that is C major. Maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't. I'll show you how you can figure that out. So if I go up here on the 4th string to the 5th fret, there's my C note, and I play the same notes, but start on C. I got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Again, all natural notes, no sharps and no flats. But notice how different C major sounds versus right? It sounds completely different even though you're using the same exact notes. So, how do you find a relative major if you're in a minor key? So if you're in A minor, how do you find a relative major? It's very simple. Just count up 3. A, B, C. And there's your relative major. So just count up alphabetically 3 times. A, B, C. So A minor is a minor key. The relative major is C major. And vice versa. If C major is the major key, what's the relative minor? Well, you can just go backwards if you want 3. C, B, A. So just know that every major key has a relative minor, just like every minor key has a relative major. Okay? And we're going to get into that a little bit more as we see some other progressions, but just start understanding it. All right, now it's time to play this with the fast backing track. 1, 2, 3, and... And I just ended with an A minor scale there at the end. Okay, so I hope you got a little bit out of that one. Remember this strum pattern because we're going to use it in the next lesson, except we're going to change the key from A minor to D minor, which is going to throw some new chords at you. Okay, we'll see you in the next lesson.